Fauci lies. Laurel Hubbard's not a guy. Lost control Afghanistan. The Taliban is back. Left our allies in disgrace. ISIS teabags Biden's face. Military weapons stock.
Wow, he's back. I'm so happy he's back. He's so funny. He can do all the jokes.
How do you think that it differs? And then what have your thoughts been on...
Why are you already talking like this? Oh my God.
On the ivermectin, you know that they've labeled it horse paste.
Yeah.
To me, any reporter who refers to ivermectin as horse paste is guilty of journalistic malpractice. Not off.
Horse paste. Horse paste. Horse paste. Horse paste. Horse paste.
For medical advice, correct.
Yeah.
However, it is a prescription available and prescribed to humans in the billions. I think it's 250 million human beings.
So, how does this work out? How do you come back after all this time? And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, day one. First thing you got to talk about, ivermectin. Talk about how the media is lying about it, see? And how it's really effective, see? And that we're not promoting horse paste or animal dewormer, even though that's what a lot of people have access to, so they're taking it in fear because we keep talking about how effective it is. But yeah, it's going to be your first talking point. Welcome back.
Every
That's
year.
true.
We'll get to that. Any journalist who says horse paste, horse dewormer is guilty of malpractice. Little aside, we did the Wonder Years intro.
The good news is I'm not a journalist. I'm not. I'm just an opinion piece on the internet, so I'm covered. Horse paste. Horse paste. Y'all are making people take horse paste. Like, indirectly. You might not be prescribing horse paste, but you're making human beings eat horse paste. Indirectly.
There was a rumor. I guess Dave, Gerald, and I remembered this.
Yeah.
The kid from the Wonder Years had become Marilyn Manson.
Correct.
Now, it's not true.
Not. Yeah,
It's absolutely not
fake
true.
news. Fake news.
However, whoever came up with that conspiracy did a ton of due diligence because he looks like he could absolutely be Marilyn Manson.
On hiatus and the liberals hate us. We're back now and getting louder. No, we didn't start it, but the fight goes on. Vaccine passports, Fauci lies. Laurel Hubbard's not a guy. Lost control Afghanistan. The Taliban is back. Left our allies in disgrace. ISIS teabags Biden's face. Military weapon stock. Upgrade from Iraq. Come on, Pelosi is still a hag. At least Matt Damon won't say black Adam NFL. San Fran is a living hell. Falling New York power grid.
There's a reason you have to have a doctor to get a prescription for this stuff, because it can be dangerous.
Dr. Jason McEllier saying patients are packing southeastern Oklahoma emergency rooms, taking ivermectin doses meant for a full-sized horse, believing false claims it could fight COVID-19.
Well, it's Apple
The
Place.
ERs are
Taking
so
it for a
backed
full-size
up
TikToker.
that gunshot victims were having hard times getting to facilities where they could get definitive care and be treated.
Something McEllier says is now backing up small-town ambulance systems, too.
All of their ambulances are stuck at the hospital,
It's fucking horrible.
waiting for a bed to open so that they can take the patient in.
Okay, don't let me forget to go back to why the beds are so sparse right now. That's something I want to go back to. But first, the story is not true. Now, it was covered by Rachel Maddow, who I don't believe at the time of this show has issued an apology. That's overlay D, warning about vision loss, I guess, with the drug. Rolling Stone published the article. It
Is
wasn't
she a
true
doctor?
at all. She's not a doctor.
That was the
Not a
fake
doc.
Rolling Stone
Rachel
story.
Maddow's not?
No.
But her glasses.
She's a mixologist, though.
Oh.
Yeah, that young man makes a mean sidecar.
Her degree is in cocktail.
I never knew that
Where's
Burt
the
Ward made
joke?
such a good Manhattan.
Her degree is in cocktail. Why are you all laughing?
We've got somebody shot in the ambulance, and a doctor horse comes out and just clicks his heel twice. No words.
Why are you laughing again? What's happening? This is like watching aliens doing human.
So you're
For Portland, no weapons here in Portland. Yep.
But you just said you had them and were distributing them, and it's all you enjoy. You like weapons as a liberal?
Well, if
It's funny because it's the Taliban, but they're all woke now, and they have the coexist on the rocket launchers, and it's funny. Oh wait, it gets better. We got more stereotypes, everybody.
Okay. All right, you guys switch seats because I can't breathe for that long amount of time.
you gotta sit down, sit over. Sit.
It's so great that he's back. It's so great.
Oh, we did it.
Hey, nice job.
Oh, he's running faster than he did from Sam Cedar there. That was a quick shift.
Hey, Wang, bring him his water.
I see chair. No, chair, not for you.
Not for you. Not for you.
Oh, well. Whatever.
Oh, I need to get that
You need
water.
water? I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah, thank you.
Don't drink the COVID water.
You're getting up again. I got to run it.
It's gotta be so weird to be like a YouTube technician, and then you sit back, and then like all these like streams go live, and obviously Crowder's gonna be one of the ones at the very top, and you click on it, and it's doing like 1960s era racist sketches, and you're just like,
What?
It's a good chunk of
Spittle.
no, the
Missing of enamel.
this is the #1 conservative independent program on the internet.
you even watch this show, Stephen Crowder. Right there.
Yeah.
We love having you back,
Glad to
man.
be here.
Yeah.
So we have the segment. Now we have the segment on ivermectin and
Yes, we
and the
do.
COVID
Thank
numbers.
you.
Which is,
Well, Joe Rogan, as you know, recently set the world ablaze by talking about ivermectin after he was diagnosed with COVID.
I got up in the morning, got tested, and turns out I got COVID.
Other people set the world
So
ablaze
we immediately
before
threw the
Joe
kitchen
on this
sink at
topic.
it. All kinds of meds, monoclonal antibodies, ivermectin, Z-Pack, prednisone.
Yeah, Chico's got the right idea. Let's get the stretch.
Now, the
No,
media...
it's not on his camera, is it? Is he?
What
Do you have-
happened?
do you have prompter, Dave?
I do.
On camera?
Yep.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because I'm looking down?
Yeah, I didn't know because I
I
don't
keep
use I don't
doing
use
that.
prompter. So yeah.
I normally use prompter, and then
Oh, so hard. Crowder.
I'm trying to pretend like I'm not.
Yeah.
What you pointed it
Yeah.
I know.
No, I did. I screwed him.
This is the only person, or I should say dog, with the right idea. It's you just gotta go to sleep. Just gotta go to sleep.
I totally screwed Dave. I'm sorry.
Look, I understand you're
It was
better
totally
at this.
believable before
I
that.
was trying to help you because
I'm just trying to host.
Steven's not used to being in third chair, guys. It's a different.
He likes third chair. He tells me.
I do. It's fun.
He texts me
It's
too.
like being at someone else's
It's
party.
like your job is easy. Remember that when you cash your check.
So Joe Rogan freaked people out.
Well, he did, and now the media wants you to believe that ivermectin is just veterinary medicine intended for livestock.
Right.
On top of everything else, the FDA has to warn people not to take livestock dewormer.
Doctors say Oklahomans are using the cow deworming medicine ivermectin to treat or prevent COVID-19.
For those who may not know, the main ingredient of horse
The truth revealed. Thank you for the $10 dono. Appreciate you.
wormer is ivermectin. Ivermectin has gotten a lot of attention lately as people try to push some other means of COVID protection and treatment.
Okay, pause.
Other than just getting the COVID vaccine.
Okay, pause real quick. We have more, but right thing.
Yeah.
But this is something that really bothers me. Okay, as an alternative treatment. Oh, an alternative to what? When people are talking, again, we're not giving any medical advice. When people say as an alternative treatment, what treatment do they give you right now for COVID? I'm not talking about a vaccine, which people obviously should make that decision between them and their prescribing physician. Yeah. Of course, everyone should have the right and decision to control their own body and what they put in their own body. What treatment, though, if you already have COVID? If you go to the hospital now, they say, go home and take Tylenol, come back in, and they toss you on a ventilator. In other words,
It depends. It depends on the severity. And if it's like causing a whole bunch of other complications, if you have pre-existing conditions, your weight, your health, your age, there's so many factors. And yes, they will provide alternative treatments to giving you ivermectin. They have been saving like millions of lives of people who would otherwise be dead if they didn't have things like ventilators.
say ivermectin were used, which it has been in some other countries. We cannot argue whether it's been used effectively or not because that's not allowed on YouTube. However,
I think we could say Joe Rogan did effectively use it, though, or at least in his opinion.
along with the monoclonal, monoclonal
antibodies.
antibodies.
Yes.
Yeah, but 3 days later he tested negative. But the point is, I say, as an alternative treatment, let's say you used ivermectin. Let's say you used hydroxychloroquine. Let's say you used whatever it could be, vitamin C, Kashtanga root. Take your pick. It would be in lieu of what treatment given to you at the hospital? None. They don't give you any right now. They say Tylenol, come back, and they toss you on a ventilator. There are no treatments. If you get the flu, right? Let's say you get a flu shot. You can still get the flu. You go in. They have treatments that they give you for the flu. That is not the case with COVID. That's my point there. When they say, oh, as an alternative treatment.
When you get the flu, yeah, there is also a vaccine for the flu. It comes out every year. You can take it. Just like you can take a COVID-19 vaccine. That exists. Most likely they will tell you, yes, go home. Take lots of vitamin C, lots of soup, lots of water, unless you're showing worse complications. If it was a bacterial infection, that's when they might be able to give you some antibiotics to defeat it. But your body's own immune system, in most cases, when it comes to a viral infection, is going to be the most effective way of treating what you have caught.
Oh, first off, alternative approved by the FDA, prescribed to hundreds of millions of people, but alternative to what COVID treatment at that
Well, I think if you're elderly,
It's for deworming. It's prescribed for parasites. That's why it won the Nobel Prize for Humans. The Nobel Prize for Humans.
they try to put you in with other elderly people where somebody can hit you.
Yes.
Oh.
And then they fill those homes with
elderly crips.
Yes, it's called punch the COVID out of your face. Well,
There's no evidence whatsoever that that works, and it could potentially have toxicity, as you've just mentioned, with people who have gone to poison control centers because they've taken the drug at a ridiculous dose and wind up getting sick. There's no clinical evidence that indicates that this works.
Oh, so taking mega doses is a problem, just like Tylenol or aspirin?
For liver patients?
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Anyone who calls it horse dewormer, any reporter, is guilty of journalism.
Yes, taking lots of it is dangerous. It's the same thing with hydroxychloroquine. That's why people's hearts explode. You're not supposed to just take these things. They're not candy. They're drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what I love is the people online who are just like, horse dewormer, haha, and then they snort ketamine.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
They're like, all right, well, let's admit it's not just for animals.
Yeah, mane and tail shampoo, and I'm like,
Yeah.
We're crying out loud.
That was a funny meme. I think I saw something online that had like the two arms locked in like that thing where like they're like flexing and they're grabbing on and on the right. It's like the left ketamine, the right ivermectin, and then the bottom was like taking products intended for horses. That was like the first time there was an alliance.
How Danny Bonaducci was on steroids that were supposed to be used for bulls.
He's all natural.
But it worked for him.
Yeah, he really turned into a bull. Look at that guy.
Did you guys ever see that one where he threw that gay reality star over his shoulder?
Yes.
Well, ivermectin is for humans. It is an anti-parasitic medicine with an over 30-year history in treating humans.
Yes, treating parasites. Parasites, not treating COVID.
Yeah.
The Nobel Prize in Physiology of Medicine was awarded to...
Did you hear about ivermectin getting flooded with furry horse porn? I'm assuming you're talking about like a subreddit or something like that.
I want to make sure I'm saying this right.
Subreddit,
Satoshi
okay.
Amura and William
That's pretty
Campbell, who
funny.
discovered it in 1975. What's a fun way of saying the white guy took it? We'll both take the prize. Thank you.
Yeah, Satoshi's. Let me hang on to it for a second.
Yeah. Oh, you discovered this? Me too. I'm the Thomas Edison of the medicine world.
Satoshi's at his loft. He just sees it above the toilet. He's like, "Is that the? No, it's a replica."
Yeah, no. Oh, come on.
they're still laughing about this.
No, this is
Yeah, still laughing
like,
about this.
listen, don't.
Ketamine.
Yeah, ketamine. They used ketamine to put me out for my surgery.
Oh, you got a little K-hole for your surgery?
Well, no. What they gave me, I guess it's the right dosage because it just puts you out.
It's weird, eh? How like doctors can do that, and then you can have a responsible time, but then when you go out onto the streets, you wanna arrest people and criminalize them for doing the same drugs that you yourself were enjoying not too long ago. Stephen Crowder K-hold. It's official.
And I came back completely clear. I was surprised because I don't remember any of it.
You didn't buy it from my friend Paul?
Paul Mayo. They go, something dose of ketamine. And I go, what the fuck?
You're like, what?
You're giving me horse tranquilizer? They're like, yeah, but we use it here too. So ketamine.
It's got a hemp necklace.
Pepsid, Prilosec, Benadryl, Gabapen was something we had to use with our dogs. Anti-anxiety medication. Like Xanax. Yeah, there are all kinds of medications that are used in humans and animals.
In different
if you look at
doses.
ivermectin, it has been prescribed. How many people have been prescribed ivermectin? I think
Millions of people.
This is such a long segment. How long do you have to kiss the ring? And what is the ring, though? I still wonder this. Because at least with some of the other stuff, when he talks about global warming, I'm like, well, I can see the Koch brothers' fingerprints all over this, but what is the fucking ring when it comes to this ivermectin? I must discover it.
Infections.
Of millions.
There's all kinds of infections you can get. Well, there's what? There's river blindness, which is AKA eyeball worms, thread worms, which is AKA elephantitis.
Yeah.
Scabies, the one that your dad warned you about, those girls with the scabies.
Yes.
Who is diagnosing all of these? Is it Davy Jones the pirate? He's like, you probably got eyeball worms from the river blindness. Here's a lemon higher.
Hey, go in my room. Be sure not to open me scabies locker.
He's probably got thread
So
worm. There's no doubt about it.
Look at the.
Whew. All right. I think we've officially paid our dues. We have paid our dues, and we're worse for it. Okay, but I don't know if I have to take any more. I don't deserve it. I've been good. All of us. We had Stephen Crowder. He was going through his whole, like, I'm losing organs voluntarily, and you can see them coming out of my body. Please subscribe to the Mug Club. We had that for a while, and it was relatively silent, and it was nice. And now he's back, and I figured, well, we have to watch. It's the return of Crowder, but it's so bad. It's so bad. I can't even Can't even make weird sounds out of this. Do you want movies and Serfs watching the movies? So then come over to the new channels. It's the Serfs the cinema. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Can you do the thing, you know, that thumbs up and comment and all those things that help us out in the algorithm that controls every aspect of our lives? Also, if you happen to have a Facebook account, can you delete it? Like just delete it. You should probably delete your Facebook account because it's not a great company. But hey, if you can't do that for whatever reason, I understand. And could you also go to facebook.com/thesurftimes then and give us a little like and a follow. We're just trying to push back against the fact that people like Ben Shapiro happen to dominate the platform entirely. And when everyone asks why do older generations believe the things they believe, one of the problems is the majority of them on social media use Facebook. So to counter that, we're just going to be on there too now. Also, if you happen to have a union or a worker co-op or even a leftist project, podcast, website, Zoom, MySpace, it doesn't matter. We will advertise it for free on this channel. All you got to do is go to weareserfs.com and use the forms that we got there, weareserfs.com. Thanks, everybody.
To our gods, Tigro and Payton El Jus, we pray to you, our sky daddies, to keep us safe from harm. To our monarchs, Tom Spiker and the Tim Caucus, we shall humbly clean your golden toilets in your spatial palaces. To our lords, Ultra Wolf, Evan Nudie, Trevor R., Alexander Thaler, Ryan Lubin, and Jeff Lamb, we are eternally grateful for this small segment of land for us to toil and work. To our knights, Ariane McCarthy, Daniel Sutton, Ants Are Still Running the World, Coulter Smith, Val 9000, Jenna Tall, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Ultimondi, Trevor Janis, Lemmy 101, Anthropophojack, Sharon 42, Chronic to Hemphog, Catherine, Bone Jenny, Radical Maniac, Ramona Costa, Jimmy Bignuts, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Political Puppy, Andreas Chiringuito, Zach Christensen, Jopi, Josh Mickelson, Todd Buckingham, and Todd Lajeunesse. We raise our glasses, we raise our swords, and we salute you, our friends. And to Lance, you are the wind beneath my wings.